Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are and what time it is and all that. It's your boy, SaleenDriver. That's me. Uh, Coming to you again with episode number 163 of Wednesday Afternoon Live with me, the SaleenDriver. We have the longest running Wednesday afternoon live stream in all of YouTube that I know of. Shipes, who writes this shit for you, huh? I mean, is it you that's writing this? You need to hire a new writer. And Nate the Great, who was very early, like according to the timestamp here, about a half hour early. So, and the Battle Angel has joined us. Brad Pitt. Just stopping by to tag the thumbs up. I appreciate that, sir. Please do so. Stay as long as you're able. CJ is here, one of the long-suffering Georgia Tech fans out there. Good to see you guys, sir. Sorry about last week. I had to go to Naples, Florida last week to trade in a watch that I was no longer wearing for one that I really wanted. I was able to do that. And Wednesday was the only day I could do it, so I did it. VicTube Productions was supposed to stream in my place. It is, after all, my place, and I get to say who gets to stream in my place, in my spot. But he forgot. He texted me later. He said, damn, I forgot. So he forgot to do it, even though I texted him and asked him to do it. And he said he would do it. He didn't do it. So no stream last week. Well, that's the way shit happens, right? Anyway, happy Hanukkah to all you Goyim out there. Don't suppose there are any members of the tribe currently present, except for myself, of course, but that's okay. Tonight is the 7th night of Hanukkah. Head should roll. Yes, I should fire. I should fire VidTube for that, but I won't. I'll be generous and magnanimous. Steve Pearson's here. Good afternoon to you, sir. But tonight is the 7th night of Hanukkah. There are, of course, 8 nights in total. So tomorrow night will end the Hanukkah celebration for 2023. As you may or may not know, Hanukkah does not fall on a set date in the calendar because Jewish holidays follow the lunar calendar. They do not follow the Gregorian calendar. So I've celebrated Hanukkah, early December. I've celebrated Hanukkah going into January. I've celebrated Hanukkah that started right around Thanksgiving. So Hanukkah will move around quite a bit. And speaking of VicTube Productions, he has joined us. Shipe said that head should roll because of last week, sir. But, well, CJ, a good question. If I fired VicTube from being the substitute, I suppose I could always ask Battle Angel to do it, but she's a busy and important member of the YouTube community and probably wouldn't do it. I'd ask Lou to do it, but he's even busier and even more important, and he's not going to help me out. Probably ask BVD. I could go with Jesse. Pigskin Pete. No. Pigskin Pete went on a hiatus for personal reasons. So I don't know. I guess I would just forgive VicTube and ask him to host again next time. Edward, I don't know Edward. I know of Edward. I have no connection to Edward. I suppose I could ask Slim Shady Kane to do it, but he's very busy, an important person out in the real world. And everyone's favorite Aussie, she's here. Raj. But I couldn't ask her to do it because for her, it's like 5 a.m. and she's getting ready to go to work. So she wouldn't be able to do it. So it would really be VicTube. I know you do it, Libby, but you got to get ready to go to work. So I don't want to bother you with that. Nature Boy is here. Mr. Sancho is here. Good afternoon to you, sir. Before I drop the link and bring people in, I wanted to take care of something that is absolutely unnecessary, given that it's December of 2023 and the current season is still in progress. But I figured I would do it for comedy purposes. And I'm going to give my way too early, unnecessary, and unimportant preview and prediction of the 2024 University of Florida football season. The season just came out, was mostly finalized, I believe, today. You can see there's still some dates to be announced for Kentucky, LSU, Mississippi State, and Texas. But for the most part, the season is set. And Pizza Woman can create her own justice. So I'm going to go over this schedule real quick and give you my predictions on what Florida will do in 2024. Spoiler alert, it ain't pretty. Season begins. They do play Texas next season, Albert. We don't know when exactly. But season begins August 31st against Miami in the Swamp. Loss. Absolutely have no ability to beat the Miami Hurricanes given our current and now depleted, thanks to the transfer portal, player roster. And Caleb, good to see you. I can try and make that better, I guess. I'll try. Miami will lose. We will lose to Miami. We will beat the Samford Bulldogs. We will lose to the A&M, Texas A&M. I'm undecided on the UCF game. UCF isn't terribly good, but we might beat them. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say we can beat UCF because it's at home. So 2-2. We're going to lose to Tennessee. We're going to lose to Georgia. We're going to lose to Ole Miss. We're going to lose to Florida State. We're going to lose to Kentucky. Lose to LSU. We might be able to beat the Mississippi State Bulldogs, and we're going to lose to Texas. So the quick and dirty preview and prediction, given the state of the Florida Gator football program, is 3-9. Billy Napier will be fired right after the Georgia game. That's my prediction. Napier will not survive the season. The Gator football program will suffer another losing season, 3-9, and probably fade into irrelevancy for about a generation. So that's where my prediction is. Excuse me. Nobody asked me, Libby. I just volunteered it. I wanted to get out there ahead of the curve. Do I think UF has a chance to make the 12-team playoff anytime soon? No. I think it will be a decade before Florida can rebuild its program. As long as Strickland is the athletic director, and he's in charge of hiring. As long as he's hiring coaches, we got no shot. No, Vic, I don't think 4-8 is possible. I really don't. 3-9 is where we'll be. We'll basically turn into Vanderbilt. And as a Florida fan, it sucks to contemplate that, but that's why I think Florida will be in 2024. 3-9 doormat. And with that bit of cheery news, I'm going to drop the link. See who wants to come in and join me in the StreamYard. And we'll go from there. One thing I have noticed in the in the couple of weeks since it's been since the playoffs were set is, Jesus, the amount of saltiness out there about the Florida State thing is just, I mean, there are literally congressional, Raj, literally the Attorney General for the state of Florida is calling for an investigation. There are members of Congress calling for an investigation into the college playoff system. Yes, good point. Florida has forfeited appearing in a bowl game in solidarity with Force Sex University getting left out of the playoffs. And yes, I'm very happy that Free Shoes missed the playoffs. So I'm absolutely ecstatic about that. And not only ecstatic about that, I am ecstatic about the possibility of Georgia absolutely mud stomping um, Florida State in the Orange Bowl. That would make me extremely happy. Not only would it make me happy because I absolutely want to see Florida State humiliated on national television, but they'll have a loss on their record, which means they won't be able to run around like UCF did a few years ago, saying that they're the national champions, which is so much stupidity. So Georgia beating Florida State is just a double win scenario for me. Would make me very happy, even though I really, really hate Georgia. Seeing Florida State humiliated by Georgia in the Orange Bowl, which basically means a home game for Florida State. That would make me very happy. I'll see you, Vic. Hang on. There you go.
Hey, what's up, Saleen?
Say that again. I have my
I
speakers
said,
off.
I said, what's up, Saleen?
No, not too much. Hey, let me ask you a question. Since you work for Lou,
Okay.
which you did, I don't know. I guess he's traveling or something this week because he hasn't been doing the morning show.
Yeah, he's in DC, I think.
What the hell is he doing in DC?
I don't know.
He's probably worshiping at the altar of Joe Biden, but never mind. I've noticed something. Ever since I was up there, live for the morning show. How you doing, Slim?
I'm doing.
Oh, pretty good. Ever since I was up there, he's been doing puns of the word shoe in all the titles of his morning show.
Right. Yeah.
What brought that on?
I don't know.
I mean, I know he calls everything the morning shoe because of Florida and the
That's
shoe
right.
thing, and
Yes.
we have to beat LSU, which we're never going to do ever again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And all that, but
Gonna be the shoe.
I mean, do you think he's trolling me or something? I mean, why would he be trolling me? Florida's no threat to Georgia. Why would he
exactly? I don't know why he would be trolling.
It's got nothing to do with Florida. It's just fun to troll you.
Well, it's kind of not fun to troll me because it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
At least that doesn't bother me. Other things bother me, but
yeah, some things bother you, but yeah.
Hey, Big Two, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
How about them Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, how about
I told you.
Tampa
Slim,
Bay sucking ears? Yeah.
I told you.
I know.
Slim, move the microphone closer to your mouth.
Huh?
You told
Much better.
I did tell you they were going to win, Vic.
Yep. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm.
Don't they have to play again?
No, that was the second time.
That was the second time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Falcons won the first one, and the Bucks won the second one.
You know what else that did, Vic?
Yeah,
that
I know.
put Tampa
That
in first place of the division.
The lead in the division. Yeah, I know.
So who does that mean goes to the playoffs then, there, Vic?
Right. Well, there's still 4 more.
Wait, the Bucks are a playoff team even with no quarterback?
Not yet. Not yet.
Hey, with a losing record right now, we're a playoff team.
There's 4 more games.
That's why I said right now.
I didn't even know. I don't know what Tampa's record is. So
there's 6 and 7. Saints.
Really?
There's the Falcons and the Saints. Yeah.
Jesus.
And you got the Panthers, who are 1 and 12. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Panthers are 1-12.
Yep.
Camel Toes must be whirling dervish in his grave. Oh, well. Speaking of Camel Toes, well, not exactly, but I'm speaking of Camel Toes' friend Salida.
Hmm.
Have you seen his videos recently?
Yeah, he's making a lot of workout videos now. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the hell, man?
He's been hitting the gym. Yeah.
He did a video today touting skincare.
Yeah, I know. Skincare. Yeah, and the thumbnail was of his shirt pulled all the way up. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
When Lou gets back, if he cares, he could have a field day with that. Ken Spear checking in from Pittsburgh as usual. How are you, sir? Well, I'm glad that Slita is deciding to take care of himself, and he's enjoying himself in the gym and all that. Good for him.
Yep. Yeah, he says that he's done doing game streams.
Really?
So he says that he's done doing game streams. He's not going to be doing any Falcons games. Not going to be doing any more Hawks games. So I mean, yeah.
He must be tired of the Falcons or something. He's probably pissed off at him or something.
I guess so. Yeah. And he says that he's also tired of all the drama too. Yeah.
Oh, if he doesn't want drama, he shouldn't be on YouTube at all.
Yeah.
YouTube is synonymous with drama.
Yeah, but he says that he wants to avoid drama, but I mean, you can't really.
Oh, well, then maybe he shouldn't leave the house. Raj. So I was noticing this Saturday starts bowl season.
Yep.
We got the Myrtle Beach Bowl, the Nolens Bowl, the Cure Bowl, the New Mexico Bowl, and the LA Bowl, and the Independence Bowl.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bunch of turds in a punch bowl to me.
Yeah. UCLA is in the LA Bowl against Boise State.
Yeah.
They don't have to
that game might actually be watchable. The other ones, I don't know. Anyway. Jerry Wells is here and asking a really dumb question. Yes, I'm still a Gator fan. I was never not a Gator fan, you dipshit.
He was never not a Gator fan, yeah.
Where do these questions come from? I mean, the fact that I don't say the word Gator every other sentence, 24 hours a day, 9 days a week, 500 days a year. I mean,
what are you going on, the Mars calendar?
Yeah. Did you know there's a watch by Omega called the Speedmaster X33 Mars Timer? I won't go into all the functions. It's really a nice watch. I would like to get one myself. It actually will track time zones on Mars.
Wow.
I didn't know Mars had time zones.
Well, it does have, there is a Martian day and a Martian night. I think it's probably longer than Earth. I think it rotates differently than Earth, and sun rises and sets at different times in different parts of Mars, just like on Earth.
Yeah.
I think there are 24 different time zones on Earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm just waiting on Elon Musk to
4 hours.
I'm just waiting on Elon Musk to nuke Mars. I'm looking forward to that.
Wow. Nuke.
Yes, Jay. Tracking time zones on Mars by that watch is a
So what do
gimmick.
you? So what do you want to nuke? So what do you want to nuke Mars for?
Why not?
I don't know. Sounds like a good place to test nuclear weapons.
No,
Yeah,
that
X-33
was
Mars timer, Nature Boy.
that
It's a
was
gorgeous watch.
Elon Musk's plan to build an atmosphere at Mars involved nuking it.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll find a picture of one. Hang on a minute.
Okay. Yes. How many time zones are on Mars?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Nuclear weapons solve lots of problems, Nick.
I think.
We should use them more.
Mars is divided into 11 time zones.
11 time zones. So does that mean that days on Mars are only 11 hours, or?
How long is a day on Mars?
Yeah, because I think it's shorter than on Earth.
A day on Mars is 24 hours, 37 minutes, 22 seconds.
Okay, so it's a lot like Earth then. Okay.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't it be 24 time zones?
It's a smaller planet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a smaller planet.
Okay. But their days are just as long as ours. So sad to think that their days are a little bit longer actually.
Well, there are 24 time zones on Earth.
Yeah, and then
So
how long is it? And then how long is a day on Earth? Yeah, it's a little bit more than 24 hours. A little bit more.
Hey, you didn't give us a trigger warning before you started clacking.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
Like
a day on Earth is exactly 23 hours 56 minutes.
aha, so it's not quite 24 hours, huh?
Right.
So a day on Mars is longer than a day on Earth.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah. And then a day on Jupiter is like 100 and something days on Earth. So
Oh, there we go. That's a good picture. Hang on.
I've heard that like that like a Jupiter day is like longer than an Earth year or something crazy like that. Yeah.
That's a Speedmaster X-33 Mars timer.
So it tells
Ain't it gorgeous?
so it
I
tells
got
you
no use for tracking time zones on Mars.
so it tells you what time it is on Mars.
Yes, it can.
Okay.
And the bezel is roughly the same color as the Martian surface. I got to get one of those.
That's what the Martian surface looks like now. It ain't what it's going to look like after we get done nuking it.
That's right.
Okay.
I got to get one of those. It's about $6,000 for one of those. So I got to get to work.
I don't know how nuking Mars is going to thicken its atmosphere, but
Ask Elon Musk. He figured it out.
if we want to thicken its atmosphere to be of the same density as Earth's.
Well, I've actually heard him talk about it a little bit. You get a lot of shit in the atmosphere.
Mars is smaller than Earth.
They're trying to make it hotter. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Well, Caleb, my off season started well before the actual off season. So, I mean, as a Florida fan, my off season started right around the Kentucky loss. To be real,
He's a fair weather fan.
no, it's just the season was basically over at that point. I mean, I called for a 6-6 season, and we ended up 5-7. So I was a little bit off.
I think I said that y'all would go 5-7. So.
Yep, you were right, but you were off on who we lost to and who we beat a little bit.
You're right. I think I had y'all beating Arkansas, but y'all lost to Arkansas. I had y'all losing to Tennessee, but y'all beat Tennessee.
I was happy about that.
I think that was
Baylor Man, for the record, on the record, and let the record reflect, I will be pulling hard for Georgia.
hard.
I don't think that game's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I've heard the rumors that they might not play the game. Yeah.
I'd love to see that. I would love to see. I mean, the one rumor I heard was Florida State would come out, they would do the warm-ups, they would do all the pregame, they would come right out to the tunnel, right out to the edge of the tunnel, and at the moment they're supposed to run out on the field, they just pivot on their heels and walk back into the locker room.
All right.
That's what I heard.
I'm on Florida State's side at the moment. If they do that, they'll lose me at that point. Don't go doing shit like that, and because all you're doing at that point is penalizing the fans that have spent a lot of money.
Oh, if I were a Florida State fan and I paid money, hotel, travel, ticket, all that shit, I'd sue them.
Not just Florida State fans, Georgia fans too.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm on Florida State's side on this.
That's right.
I mean, they have absolutely every right in the world to be pissed off.
Oh, they have every right in the world to be pissed off, but you know what? Being pissed off 2 weeks later isn't going to change anything. Mm-hmm. You're out. You're out. Alabama's in.
Yeah, well,
take the L. Go down to Miami and get your ass kicked.
That kind of thinking is why this country's in the fucked up shape that it's in. Because people just think, oh, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We just got to go along with it.
Well, what's the solution, Slim?
The alternative.
What can they do about it now? Can they take the NCAA to court and force a change?
Yeah, what's
they are taking the committee to court.
Yeah,
you're going to file. So you want Florida State to take legal action and go to court, file an injunction, and get the whole bowl season put on hold while they run this thing through the court system to try and get the decision overturned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why the fuck not?
I mean, there's a much easier solution to it, but most people are sheep and they're just going to go along with what you're saying.
What's the solution then? I'm open to hear it.
Don't be fucking sheep. You have to show the committee that you're not going to stand for their bullshit and turn it off.
Huh?
Well, that's fine. I mean, I really am not terribly interested in it anyway because my team isn't there and I might watch the game for entertainment purposes, but I could just as easily sit in front of my computer and watch YouTube.
Yeah, 16 playoff. Yeah.
And just as easily watch RedTube as well.
No, my preferred source is either xvideos.com or Pornhub. Get it straight.
Yeah.
So how are you today? How are you today, you daft cunt?
I'm all right. This is my second cup of coffee, but I don't feel any more awake.
By the way, thank you for that picture. That was very lovely.
Did you see it? Isn't it cute? It was the best of both worlds.
Yeah, she sent me a picture of a ferret lighting a menorah.
Yeah, I guess the solution would be to give us a 16 playoff. Yeah, that would be the solution. Would be to give us an emergency 16 playoff. Yeah,
No, it wouldn't.
Well,
really, why not?
Florida State. Okay,
Yeah, emergency
the way
16
I
I mean
saw it,
that's about
Florida State,
as
Georgia.
brain dead, in my opinion, of an argument as the people that say, well, it's going to be fixed next year with a 12-team playoff. No, it's not. You're just going to shift what the problem is from one problem to another.
You're right.
That
You're right.
does not solve the problem.
You're gonna shift it down. That's right. hmm
well, the way I saw it,
Well,
and
at least
this is from somebody who is completely disinterested in any of the teams involved.
hmm
Florida State was ranked ahead of Alabama, obvious.
they were.
Alabama went into the SEC championship and beat the number one team in the country.
That's right.
They ended a 29-game losing streak. They beat the two-time defending champions,
hmm
and they beat an undefeated team.
hmm
Florida State went into the ACC championship game and barely beat an average-looking to below-average-looking Louisville team and didn't look good doing it.
hmm
Also didn't look good winning a lot of the games that they played this season, including the Florida game.
Okay, there's a bunch of
So,
Bama games you can point to that they didn't look good.
yeah,
Louisville
I
was
agree.
still
I
a
agree with that.
10-win team, and the reason Louisville looked mid as fuck is because of Florida State's defense held an offense that scored 34 points a game to 6.
All right.
Okay.
What
All I'm
about?
saying is that
Well,
the
well,
Alabama win over Georgia looked more impressive than the Florida State win over Louisville.
How?
And
Alabama won by 3, FSU won by 10.
well,
over the number one team in the
of
country.
opponent. Yeah, it was a different quality
Okay.
of opponent.
I'm
I'm
not
not,
debating
I understand Florida State's position and I understand Alabama State position on it. The way I saw it was the Alabama win was more impressive than the Florida State win.
Yeah, well, I guess
And I
I
understand
don't
why
think
Alabama
I don't think
That's
anybody's
the only-
debating that. But you don't drop Florida State because of because another team has a more impressive win.
You're right. I guess it's not Florida State's fault that Louisville lost to Pitt and Kentucky. So
I'm wondering if that person in the chat is who I think it is.
we're talking about Craven Moorhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's an Ole
a
Miss
Clemson fan.
Yeah.
No, he's a Clemson fan.
That's not who that's
Ole
not who I think it is then.
No, I've seen him on several
Yeah, I've seen him
Clemson.
before.
He's on Beach Show all the time.
Yeah, I've seen him before.
Makes Lou's show sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen him before. Yeah.
He's a
But
Okay,
Gator fan.
but he doesn't also go by the initials.
I thought he was an Ole Miss fan.
No, but he does not go by the initials TF.
No.
Okay.
No.
Then I'll leave.
What would that have to do with anything?
Plead the fifth.
No, I don't think he
That's
does.
probably good.
troll accounts.
That's probably the smartest decision you've made in a while.
No, I don't think he does troll accounts.
No, Traveling Fools doesn't do troll
Yeah,
accounts.
I think Craven Moorhead is just Craven Moorhead. I mean,
Okay. Well, his icon is the Old Miss, the Old Miss Rebel. So
yes, Colonel.
well, thank you, Craven. Happy Hanukkah to you as well. and happy Hanukkah to you, Slim.
That's the best fucking name ever.
Where you heading today, Slim?
Hell, if I don't change my ways.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you never change, Slim. I like you just the way you are.
Oh, well, it's probably gonna land me in hell. That's all I'm saying.
That's all right.
But at least I'll have plenty of company.
I'll put in a good word for you if you want.
You can try. I don't think it's gonna do you a whole lot of good.
Anyway, as far as I mean, and I have a couple of relatives who are Florida State fans. One is a Florida State alum, and they're pissed. They're bawling. They're not crying as much as a lot of people I see online, but they're looking forward to the Orange Bowl. They're looking at the Orange Bowl as some kind of redemption game. If they can beat Georgia and Alabama doesn't win the Natty, Florida State somehow seems to think they're going to be the national champions or something.
Well, there has been
talk.
Way. Well, actually, it does, because there has been talk that if Florida State does play in that game and win, the AP will vote them number one. So yes, they'll actually have claim to the AP national championship. Same thing that happened in 2003 when USC got left out of the BCS title game, and that's even in the NCAA records. That's gone down as a split title between LSU and USC.
I think that's a moot point as well, because I don't think Georgia is gonna let them off the hook.
Well, like I said, I don't think Florida State's going to play in the game. I think Mike Norvell is on his hands and knees trying to beg enough players to do it, and I don't think he's going to have enough.
You really think Florida State's going to no-show the game?
I think the players are. And I think the university's going to be fucking pissed. And I think Mike Norvell will too, but there ain't nothing they can do about it.
Well, wait a minute. Let me ask a clarifying question. Are you talking about Florida State players literally not showing up for the game, or are you talking about some players opting out of the game, like we've been seeing?
The reason that the rumors are out there that Florida State's not going to participate in the Orange Bowl, the coaches absolutely want to. The players do not. How are you going to play the game without the players?
Well, you can't.
Exactly.
AI.
AI?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've seen Terminator. No, thank you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not to mention AI has already got a body count.
That wouldn't surprise me in the least.
I'm serious.
The problem with artificial intelligence is there's no natural intelligence.
Well,
no, there was a.
Hi, Scott.
There was a
How's it going,
report that 3 AI robots in Japan killed 29 scientists in the facility.
Oh, that's not good.
Is that official or is that rumor?
Well, officials are denying it. People that were on site are the ones that left the country and then are putting the story out there.
So it's rumor.
Yes. But I also don't trust pretty much any official story.
Oh, hell no.
Wasn't there an AI robot that recently went a little haywire at a factory and killed an inspector?
I haven't heard about that one.
I did hear about that one. There was also the self-driving car that drove someone into a wall and killed him.
I've seen video on that. I saw video on that. That damn Tesla took off and killed somebody. I think it was a Tesla.
So I'd count that as an AI body count.
Hey, there you go. Now, is that? I'm not sure how much AI is in that. That may have been more of a hack job than anything.
And you think that any form of AI isn't open to being hacked?
Well, no, I'm not saying it isn't.
Well, if it's connected to the internet, it's
AI is connected to the rib bone. Oh, sorry.
If a computer is connected to the internet, it could certainly be hacked.
Computer is connected to
it doesn't even have to be connected to the internet. All it has to do, and you're starting to see this with more and more stuff in your house, it just has to be connected to your house's Wi-Fi.
Which is internet, just so we're aware.
Yes. But I'm saying, like, even stuff like, and this got proven that those, what are they called? Those little robot vacuum cleaners
Robbers!
were sending information back to a cloud server in China.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all. I don't want one of those in my house just because I don't want some damn thing creeping around my house like that.
Well, I bought one, but I don't have.
Why
it
not?
connected
You
to the
creep
Wi-Fi
around
of
your
the
house already. You may as well have a companion. It's not like you can keep a pet.
Why can't I keep a pet?
Because you're a miserable old tit.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting for the day that someone buys one of those robotic sex toys and it kills them.
Yeah, and it kills him. Yeah.
Yeah. The headline will be "He came and went at the same time."
Yep.
That's right. He got off before he got off.
Yeah.
The line straight
Actually-
out of what's them slipper.
That actually happened to a guy named Kevin Samuels.
You know his
Had a
name
heart
because you're
attack.
the one that did it? Is that how that worked?
No.
Can you imagine a guy having
Yes,
sex
it's-
with a robot chick and it malfunctions and it clamps down on him? Oh,
Let's
Oh.
test that theory. I'm going to get you one of those.
They're like $7,000, so maybe
Yeah,
you
those
won't.
things ain't cheap.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, they're not cheap. The only guys who can afford them, a single one.
For $7,000, I could buy a couple of really nice watches that'll do a hell of a lot more for me.
Yeah, because
I doubt they can do as much for you as those dolls.
Yeah, I'm with him on this one there, Saleen.
I've never seen a watch suck someone off. Like, just saying.
Yeah.
have you actually looked it up?
Watches sucking people off.
Yeah.
That would be an awesome
Someone
movie.
masturbating with a fucking
with a
watch.
watch.
I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah.
Someone used them as a cock ring or something.
Yeah, I'll
I've
bet.
got that
Yeah, I'll
one with
bet
that guy
maybe.
sewed and foreskin shut, but that's a different.
What?
Yeah. Do you have any experience with that, Saleen?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
Maybe,
a very quick and
on-
unsure no.
yeah. Maybe that can go on your OnlyFans page. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Mm.
Can you imagine Saleen with an OnlyFans
Oh, you can no,
page?
you can see it as his epitaph. His epitaph would be, he used his watches in all the wrong ways.
Mm-hmm.
Twisted Rooster wants to know, is Slim riding in that oversized vibrator again? I guess the answer is yes.
It's not oversized if it fits.
Right, but you seem to be driving on better roads today. But yeah, you don't seem to be bouncing as much as so.
Well, I did
I guess
get
that
some new
depends on what
tires, so I'm
state
sure
he's
that helps.
If he's not bouncing, or if it needs to be bouncing for it to work, it's not a vibrator.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I guess it depends on what state he's in.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I used to
Confusing,
like.
but-
I used to like changing your name to Slim Shaky Canes on the StreamYard. Yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that. I won't, but I can.
Yes, but should you is the better question.
No, I shouldn't, because your name is your name, and I respect that.
Hey, Slim,
Yes.
have you ever tried to do a burnout in the Prime Mover?
And what?
Like when you're just in the truck itself, not towing anything. Have you ever tried to do a burnout?
It won't
It's easy
do
to
it.
do a burnout if you're
Yeah,
towing something.
it won't do. It won't. Burn.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
You can
can't do
spin if you got a heavy load on.
It's
You can
too
spin those
big.
wheels really.
It's too big to do a
Look at
burn.
the chocolate too.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
I've seen fucking
yes, we
drag
have.
races with trucks.
Yeah, if there's truck racing, yeah, that's a thing. It's easier to spin a truck up if you got weight on the wheel.
Okay.
I mean, I can. I can do a burnout, but yeah.
Well, that chair of yours has some pretty good torque.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at having to get new tires on the Saleen. On the back tires are almost gone.
And you're almost openly weeping at the price of the tires.
No, they cost about $300 a piece.
Ugh.
The price is the price.
Yuck.
That inflation's a bitch, ain't it?
Yeah. Fuck that.
No, they're not dry rotted shipes. Jesus Christ.
There was like those blocks of chocolate, yeah, on sale for $4.50. On sale for $4.50.
Australian?
Yeah.
Well, convert that to real money.
Oh, fuck off. The point is it was fucking way too expensive.
Well, you know, even Australia is suffering from Bidenomics.
Fuck is what that dickhead doing over there got anything to do with the shit going on over here?
Because the
Doesn't.
world monetary system runs off the U.S. dollar. That's why
Does it?
It
everything's
does.
based off the U.S. dollar.
Okay.
And now that energy costs have spiked because we're too damn stupid to drill our own oil. You know, there you go. Hey, Melissa, how you doing? Is that Melissa May is now Sweet Melissa?
Yep.
Is that what that is?
Right.
Well, there's an even cheaper way, Saleen, but
Sweet Melissa.
you know, people are worried about nuclear energy for some reason. I don't understand
because
why.
of it's because of I guess they're afraid of accidents.
Does the word Chernobyl mean anything to you?
Yeah, because they're afraid of accidents.
Oh, you mean like the Soviet Union that didn't have any money, so they cut every corner they could.
There you go.
And you don't think
Exactly.
that those fuckers over there wouldn't cut corners, please?
As long as it's if it's managed properly, then it's perfectly safe.
Name the last. Think about
rules.
how much stuff runs on nuclear here, starting with the entire naval fleet. Name the accident with nuclear in the last 50 years.
Wasn't there one on Long Island?
That's right. There hasn't been one.
Wasn't there one on Long Island or some shit?
Japan.
That was over 50 years ago.
Island.
Yeah, and the one.
Oh, yeah.
And there was also no fallout from that either.
Yeah, the one in Japan was hit by a tsunami. So
it's still fucking affecting the fucking ocean.
Well, what about all the nuclear plants in Europe, particularly in France? No accidents there.
Nope.
And in America, other than 3 Mile Island, there's been no accidents here, and that includes all the nuclear navy.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. There is like the cleanest energy. So.
Well, it's good to see you, Melissa. You know, welcome back.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they built they just finished that nuclear power plant in Georgia. Yeah, that plant Vogtle, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple in Alabama. There's a couple in Florida.
South Carolina.
Tennessee.
Yeah, South Carolina. Yeah. Yeah, I actually have a cousin who works at a nuclear power plant. Yeah.
Did you get your GIMP suit yet?
He used to be in the Navy on a nuclear sub. So. Yeah.
What's he doing?
What'd you say, Libby?
Did you get your GIMP suit yet?
No. You haven't sent me one.
Haven't I?
I don't know. Have you?
I don't know. Have I?
I don't know. Have you?
I don't know.
Well, if you don't know if you sent me something, then I can't help you. And if you have sent me something, I've already told you what I'm going to do with it. So
No.
you wasted your money.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No.
But then again, it's your money to waste. So
Exactly.
God bless you.
Yeah.
So up your bum.
Yeah, I think that that Lou already photoshopped you in
Yes, he did.
That was glorious. That suited you, actually.
What the hell is Lou doing in Washington, D.C.?
I don't know.
The BA is still in here. Tell me what Lou is doing in D.C.
Yeah, and tell me if he's coming back today.
Although, I've been to D.C.
Because this will affect.
It's a beautiful place to visit.
It is. Yeah.
I got to visit the Capitol. I visited Arlington.
Yep.
The Smithsonian.
Yep. Did that.
Several of the Smithsonian buildings.
Yep, did
Well, I
that.
tell you something. If you visit Arlington National Cemetery and you witness the changing of the guard,
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
it is incredible. The level of precision that those men are able and women are able to demonstrate hour after hour after hour is spectacular.
They
You
have
can
to
just sit
train
there.
for fucking hours to get to that point.
Yes, they do.
You want to see spectacular, you should find the video of what those guards did at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier to the protesters that showed up. That
What,
was
Oh, did they
fucking
get 'em?
spectacular.
what they do?
Oh, drug them away kicking and screaming, and then from their reports, they got their ass beat.
They could, yeah, they can flog people.
Unfortunately, they found out very quickly that the 1st Infantry Division of the United States Army don't give a fuck about your civil rights.
Yay!
As it should be.
Oh my god!
Yeah. What about
Have a little decorum. At a tomb in Arlington Cemetery is not the place for you to go protest.
Yeah, no, I agree.
away.
There's a time and place. Yeah, no, I agree. I wouldn't agree with doing a protest at a cemetery at all. I think that's in bad taste.
Especially Arlington National Cemetery, the Tomb of the Unknown. That's one of the most sacred spots in the entire country.
Yeah. And then did you do the elevator ride to the top of the Washington Monument?
No, I didn't get to.
But have an
Wasn't
elevator.
that a World War I soldier, Saleen, if I remember right?
Whoever that is in the back in the back
That's
room.
probably Scott.
Well, he's got a cam up.
Well, who is he?
Oh yeah, it is Scott. Hang on.
Did he flip it? Did he flip it off?
I thought
No,
about
he's
it,
waiting.
but then I figured if I flipped him off, he wouldn't let me up. So
Did you flash him?
I should have. I should have whipped all the gear off.
Jeez.
Please
That would have
don't.
been hilarious.
Yeah.
That would wake you up in the morning.
Well, it wakes you up in the morning, doesn't it?
Usually him bringing me coffee wakes me up in the morning.
You mean he doesn't wake you up with an occasional poke?
Have you ever tried waking her up? I have my own
No.
health to consider.
Yeah, waking me up when I'm sleeping is not a very safe idea.
Oh, I got a 10-foot stick to poke you with. I'll be all right.
Yeah, you can
You roll
try.
out of bed
Look,
quiet,
look,
'cause
look.
otherwise you're in trouble.
My mum, she used to have a hell of a time waking me up because I sleep like a fucking rock. And so she gave me this bloody traveling alarm clock, you know, the ones with the bells
Yeah.
and the hammer. I would sleep through that still.
Oh, I got one in my truck because I'm the same way. It's 122 decibels.
What you need is one of
Jesus.
them that like electrocutes you.
Oh, shit.
Just a short burst of electricity, somewhat similar to a taser.
Yeah, that'll wake.
It's,
Just don't be hugging me when that fucking thing goes off.
yeah, see?
And if you've never
What
been
about
tased,
throwing
it really just feels like somebody's pinching you.
What about throwing a ferret on it? Does that work?
Yeah.
It doesn't actually. She sleeps. I've thrown ferrets on her before. She sleeps through that.
They crawl around for a bit and then they move on. They're like, whatever. She's been boring. I'm going to go get into mischief elsewhere.
Speaking of mischief, you alerted me the other day that our favorite
yes.
meth head has returned to the
Well, you
YouTube view.
think they're a meth head. I don't know.
Who's- Who's the meth head?
I remain unconvinced.
I don't think he's on meth. There are other drugs available to him.
Wait, who
Well,
is?
there's something definitely wrong with him.
Oh yeah.
Who, there's something. Who are we talking about?
We're talking about another YouTuber. Gee, I don't want to say his name because it might get back to him, and then he's going to copyright strike my channel to death. Anyway,
Is he a watch YouTuber?
no, he's a
wanker.
He's a wanker, yeah. He's one of those guys that plays videos and comment and makes commentary over them.
Okay.
He doesn't look for the videos. He gets everyone else on his channel to look for the videos.
Yeah, he doesn't actually do any real work. Anyway, he's not a very friendly piece of work. He was doing well for a little while, well-ish, and then all of a sudden he started kicking people out of his channel for no good reason. I was the first one. All of a sudden he decided that I'm not dealing with you anymore, and you're.
Yeah, because you started a fucking political argument, you wanker.
He started a political argument, you cunt.
He started.
I didn't start it. He did.
No, he did. Yeah, I didn't start.
It's not an argument if you're just pointing out where somebody else is wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's definitely a heavyweight left of center guy, and I'm conservative. And we used to have, he had me around from my point of view. He told me so himself, but evidently it got to be too much for him at one time. I guess I was making too much sense, and he kicks me out rather ceremoniously. Kicks me out. Lets me back in a month later,
though, as long as it's not different
kicks me out
things.
again. Huh?
Well, a lot of lefties tend to get mad when you prove them wrong.
Yep.
Because I found myself on the outer as well. Until the end. I got pushed to the side. Not booted, but I was definitely pushed to the side. Kim and I were pushed to the side.
Well, when he kicked Libby out, Libby was like of a similar mind in some ways to him, and when he kicked Libby out, that was like the end of him. I mean, that was like pissing on Superman's cape or something like that.
I was cutting off his nose to spite his face, wasn't it? She was doing all the work for the channel.
Yeah. and giving him, and people were giving him money, and he kicked them out too.
And then he was bitching. Did you see the video where he was bitching that people don't buy merch? They say they do, but they never will. It's like, fuck
Yeah,
you,
I saw that. The only person that he stayed loyal to and stayed loyal to him was that old fart, whatever his name was.
Who?
The old guy, the alleged musician. Well, I forgot what his name was.
Roland? No,
Roland
he
is a
got Roland too.
he got rid of Roland the same time he got rid of Libby.
He
He
just
did?
dropped him cold. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, no,
I
drop
did not know
drop
that.
Roland cold. He kept Jim, because I think Jim was throwing him a fair chunk of coin. But yeah, all of us got removed.
Yeah, except for the one he married.
Well, the one who got a whole heap in her divorce, yes.
I can't figure them out. But yeah, he seems to be back, so good for him.
Speaking of YouTube videos you like, I think the First Amendment auditors are getting dumber.
Yeah, they are.
Because I've come across, like, I get some of those videos every once in a while that come across my recommended. And apparently this trend is going around that they're trying to stand outside the front gate of military bases with a camera and think they're going to pull that First Amendment shit with MPs.
Yep.
Yeah, that works really poorly for them.
I'm like, whatever. Go annoy all the cops you want, but bro, you don't want to do this. I promise you.
Hey, Rick Sanchez is here. Good to see. Good to see my resident wise ass, or one of them.
You'll notice that the First Amendment orders will only First Amendment where they know it's safe. They will not go to an area where the cops are crooked, because if a crooked cop's willing to break the law, he's willing to kill a First Amendment auditor.
I noticed there aren't a lot of First Amendment auditors in red
get their ass
states.
beat. This fucking cop was getting hot because apparently these folks have been following him around all night.
Aww.
And just filming like every traffic stop he made.
Was fucking following you with a camera.
Oh, I'm not blaming him for getting mad. I'm with you.
Like, I think the government is using First Amendment auditors to tighten the laws. They let them go, and whenever they find a loophole, the government closes it. Then they find another loophole, and the government closes it.
Raj.
So therefore, First Amendment auditors are working for the government.
Oh.
Well, the only problem with that here is especially at the federal level, the system's built for gridlock. That's why they can't do anything. Which is why I've never understood why people look to the federal government to do something. It's like they're not built to do anything.
Oh God, no! Governments aren't designed to A, fix problems, or B, identify problems. They're designed to roll up, get paid, and go home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at the system that's set up here, I mean, you should be looking at the state level, not the federal level. That's how the system was built.
But the states will knock it up to the federal, and the federal don't have the power to do anything about it.
Well, that's why people have to quit playing political kick the can. Do your job.
My favorite thing is when the First Amendment auditors go, "I'm your boss." Now,
yeah.
Ideally, I would like some cop to pull out an invoice for like shoes or something and go, "I expect that paid by the end of the month."
Right.
Yeah.
If you're my boss, you're paying for my uniform. Congratulations.
Yeah.
We need a new air conditioner in the office. Here's the invoice.
Right.
Yeah, the worst I've done to a cop is I got pulled over and I just thought it would be funny. And the kids had a deck of Uno cards in the car. I handed him the Uno reverse card instead of my driver's license.
Yeah, and what do you think?
Oh, he laughed. He thought it was funny.
What about when Arselmo got tased?
Not
Didn't he
as, that was good, but I still loved it when Orca got tased and he was
Oh,
crawling
yeah.
on the ground screaming.
Who
He
is
was howling like a
Who is
fucking
the
werewolf.
Come
There-
on, man.
there-
Getting tased isn't that bad.
There's this
I've been
really fat redheaded First Amendment auditor up in Rhode Island or somewhere named
Mhm.
Joe Ora.
Mhm.
I forgot his name.
Mhm.
But he's so fat and white and everything that everyone calls him Orca. He's overly dramatic. And one time he got tased and he was on the ground, crying like, "Ah! Ah!" Oh, it was the funniest thing you ever saw.
That made me happy.
Yeah, it made me very happy.
Yeah, them things aren't that bad.
Yeah. So why did you get tased, Slim?
We had to go through training with tasers when I was a CO at a prison.
Oh.
And it takes like 30 minutes to go through the course because, I mean, it's a taser. A lot of it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
So we were in there for like 2 hours. I mean, it got to the point we had those shields with the tasers built into them.
Mhm.
We were seeing how long we could hold on to them.
Mhm. Yeah.
I haven't seen the Bartholomew guy in well over a year, Melissa.
Yeah. And did you ever and did you ever have to and did you ever tase anyone?
No, I didn't carry a taser.
Yeah. I wonder if
I think you're safe now, Melissa.
yeah. I wonder if Neo is ever gonna have to tase somebody.
If I was him, I wouldn't carry one. I didn't carry a taser. I didn't carry spray, and I didn't carry a baton because, well, it's frankly useless. There's 168 inmates in a pod. There ain't no S on my chest. All that shit's just going to get taken from me anyway.
Yay!
I only took the spray one time, and that wasn't even training or anything. That was a fucking lieutenant hit me with that shit.
Why?
Because he's a dumbass. We were struggling to get handcuffs on this guy.
Okay.
And he rolled to the side. And the CO that was on him ended up rolling off. Well, I go down there to grab his other arm. And all we hear out of the lieutenant is, "I got him." And that motherfucker covered all three of us. Bastard.
Yeah, I guess he got him.
Oh, yeah, he got him all right. Got cussed out, too. Because I wasn't happy. Because the stuff we had, it wasn't just regular pepper spray. It was basically the same thing as bear spray, but it also had the flakes in it from tear gas.
Uh-oh.
It's called OCCS.
Mm.
Wait a minute. First Amendment auditors keep winning lawsuits.
Sometimes they do, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have yet to hear of one.
Oh yeah, some of them do.
Oh, wait a
Because
minute,
admittedly,
Gary.
you have cops out there that don't know the law and end up detaining somebody or end up booking somebody in for something they have no business doing. You can make a living off that shit because
Some
people are
do.
getting six-figure settlements just pissing off cops.
I have yet to hear of one, but I suppose it's possible that one or two of them get through.
Oh
Yeah.
sure, it happens.
Yeah, but for the most part, it doesn't.
But
A
you're
hell of a
right. For
way
the
to
most
make a
part, it
living.
doesn't.
That's right.
Yeah, I can think of a better way or two for somebody to make a living. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, if you got no skills and you're a failure to launch kind of guy or gal,
Mm-hmm.
and your existence is living in mommy's basement, eating Hot Pockets and drinking Mountain Dew,
Mm-hmm.
playing video games,
Uh-huh.
and
Hey,
that's
don't
how
knock
you.
Mountain Dew, sir. I like Mountain Dew.
I like Mountain Dew. Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that.
Right.
Sweet Melissa May is constantly restoring my faith in women named Melissa,
Really, why is that?
because my sister is named Melissa and she's a communist piece of shit.
Okay. This is Melissa.
But this Melissa's sweet.
Yes, this Melissa is a wonderful human being.
Now, is your
And
sister a piece of shit just because she's a communist? Because, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with communists. I
she's
mean,
a piece of shit and a communist.
Yeah, but
That
okay.
sounds better.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you can believe whatever silly idea you want to, and if that's communism, fine.
yeah, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, my sister is a mental case.
I thought she was.
Jay Shipes doesn't think much of Mountain Dew.
Right, I guess she is that too.
Oh, Brian's coming hard. He's coming hard.
There you go. Yeah, I'd like to see someone try that in Cuba. Yeah.
Tell you what, if you want to audit someone, go audit the IRS. See what happens.
Yeah, I want to see
Exactly.
one. Oh yeah, I want to see someone go.
Or better yet, go on at a hospital. See
Hey,
how
listen,
quickly
I
you get arrested.
said at the time it happened, if on 9/11 they had flown a plane into the IRS building, I'd have probably put them on my Christmas card list.
Yeah, they would never have answered though.
I would have. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if the Taliban would want my Christmas card, but whatever, I'd send them one.
This is not true, Sanchez, because when we were kids,
there was no TV.
Cable TV was about 20 years away from being invented.
Oh, Rick, I fucking love you.
They gather around the wireless.
Right.
And my sister isn't smart enough to know what CNBC is talking about anyway.
Fuck off.
Yeah. NBC.
You don't know my sister. You don't know what. You don't know.
I don't think she's fucking that stupid.
Right, we don't know.
Trust me, she is.
Well,
okay.
you do have to be there is a baseline of pretty fucking dumb if you're a communist.
Oh dear.
The best line I ever heard was from like a national park ranger, and they were talking about bear-proof bins at the national park, and he just says, "What you need to understand is there's some overlap between the smartest bear and the dumbest people."
He ain't wrong.
Oh no, he's not.
Nope.
That's what makes jokes like that truly funny. Is there's more than just a grain of truth to it.
Yep, there we go. Yep,
More than just a
the
grain.
ability. Yep, the ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
No. It
Yeah,
just makes
just
it
like a
easier for
Saleen.
us to identify you as an idiot.
I speak. The ability to speak does not make
No,
you
the
intelligent.
best way we have to determine intelligence is IQ test, and they're not even the greatest.
Rick, I wouldn't know if my sister got anything that you sent her because she don't talk to me.
See, I could just imagine
I didn't know
Rick
homework.
Sanchez arm in arm with Saleen's sister strolling up his walkway on the last day of Hanukkah.
Except my sister is a self-loathing Jew, so she probably doesn't celebrate.
What do you mean by self-loathing?
Yeah, what's a self-loathing Jew?
It means that she's Jewish in name only. She's Jewish, but she doesn't like the fact that she's Jewish. So like
Okay.
Bernie Sanders.
So she's like a Bernie Sanders Jew then, because he's
That's what
technically
I
Jewish
just
by
said.
heritage.
So she's Jewish, but she eats bacon.
Right.
Well, Saleen doesn't keep kosher. He eats bacon.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't eat bacon unless it's on a cheeseburger.
Uh-oh.
I'm not a big fan of bacon by itself.
Okay, well, that's bacon, so you eat bacon.
So I guess that means you're
Yeah,
self-loathing.
but only on a cheeseburger.
Okay, but is there not, or is there bacon on said cheeseburger?
That still
Yes,
counts.
there is. I'm just
So
saying
that
that
means
I
you
don't
eat
eat straight
bacon.
bacon.
That's
I
still
don't eat straight bacon because it doesn't agree with my stomach.
So gay bacon's fine.
Right. Gay bacon's fine. Yeah.
gay bacon is fine.
Can I get now? I don't know the difference. What's the difference between gay and straight bacon?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Scott seems to be the expert there, so
Yeah.
Scott will have to explain that.
Where'd he go?
Who?
You dickhead.
Yeah,
I was here, I wasn't listening, but I was here.
They want to
We
know
were
what the
needing an
difference is between
explanation.
gay or straight bacon.
Yeah.
Where they put their willies.
Yeah.
It's the same with people, they put their willies in different positions
Mm-hmm.
on different gendered pork.
Yeah.
And ta-da, you have gay and straight bacon.
Okay.
Or maybe the pigs are happier. I don't know.
I don't really concern myself with how happy the pigs are before they end up on my plate, if I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I think that straight pigs and
To be fair, when it comes to your higher intelligence animals, even including cows,
Well,
if
you
the
see-
animal is stressed out, the meat tastes bad.
You see, Brian, I couldn't have supported Stalin. I wasn't alive back then. But
yeah.
nice try. Keep trying, sir.
Yeah,
Keep
what
trying.
about Gorbachev? Yeah.
Mikhail
I mean,
Gorbachev was a man of his own.
Gorbachev or
Boris Yeltsin is where it's at.
Brezhnev.
Gorbachev was just a communist who was tired of waiting in bread lines.
Boris Yeltsin
Yeltsin,
was that drunk dude, wasn't he?
he would have been the perfect president because he was maggoted 95% of the time.
But
He would have had.
they're all drunk off their ass. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
Boris took it to another level, though. You got to admit
Yeah, I
that.
mean, Boris.
Now,
is-
see, I don't know because from what I've heard, Winston Churchill would have given him a run for his money.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yep.
Winston
Boris
Churchill
Johnson wasn't
supported
drunk.
the
He was
war
tickled.
effort. Winston Churchill supported the war effort by cutting himself to 13 cigars a day.
You're only 13.
I defy anyone to smoke 13 cigars a day.
I've smoked 2 in a day, and that's the most I've ever smoked.
Yeah. So 13 cigars in a day. Wow.
I wonder.
I
No,
how
there
reckon-
was
many-
actually
I wonder
there was
how many
actually a
bottles
rumor
of-
at the time that Winston Churchill was so fucked up on cognac and brandy
Hmm.
that he didn't give some of the great speeches that he supposedly gave. It was actually a voice actor from the BBC.
Really? Huh?
I wonder how many bottles of vodka a day that Boris Yeltsin drank.
All of them.
Yeah. Maybe he was measured in cases. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I love the new wave communists though. I wouldn't be like Stalin. I wouldn't kill 100 million people. Really?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Stalin, and I think only Mao was better at killing people than Stalin.
There you go. Yeah.
I
I
know
don't know,
Pol
man.
Pot had a pretty good record.
There you go. Yeah, Mal.
Yeah, he did. I actually think that I mean, neither one of them. You don't have exact figures on either one, but I mean, estimates on both Stalin and Mao are around 100 million.
Yeah, they're pretty high. Yeah.
I mean, hell, Mao killed what, like 30 million through just the famine through his terrible policies.
One of the things that's mildly concerning is Pol Pot and a few others started their careers as school teachers.
Yep.
Lenin did too, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
We lost Libby.
See ya.
I got to go to work.
Yeah.
All right. Have a
yeah.
good day. Have a good day, you daft cunt.
She's already out the door. She missed it. I'll relay the message later.
Okay. Libby is very popular around here.
Yeah, because Libby's been watching all the, Pol Pot, Idi Amin, all those sorts of people, and a lot of them started out as school teachers. A lot more than I would have thought.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to, convince young people that the shit you're spouting is a good idea, because once you hit a certain age, you realize through common sense that it's not a good idea.
Common sense is a superpower.
You know what? In this day and age, I think I'll agree with that.
Like,
I
I've got
think
people at work who you wouldn't let alone with matches. Like, you just wouldn't leave them with matches.
Nowadays, school
Yeah.
teachers are bubblegum hair, bubblegum colored hair. I think a lot of them are lunatics.
Okay. Okay.
I hope my daughter doesn't turn into one. And my
Yeah.
daughter is a first grade teacher, but so far she seems to still be sane.
Well, most of them seem fine right at the start.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I think either teaching turns them into a maniacal asshole, or they go starting to kill people.
Yeah, it's thinking too
Nate the Great is here.
slowly.
Hello. And P Digits is in the chat. Einhorn is Finkel.
You slowly sink into insanity. It changes.
Well, I think over here, I think honestly at this point the evidence almost seems irrefutable that those fucked up ideas get pounded into their head in college.
Yeah.
Aha, there you go.
Hey, Saleen.
What?
I said, hey, Saleen, guess what? Vic hasn't seen a football. Well, he's seen a football movie, but guess what football movie he hasn't seen yet?
What movie? Okay, what movie?
Marshall.
You're talking about Marshall. Yeah.
That wasn't a bad movie.
Well, there's a lot of great movies past 40 years that Vic has not seen, and I'm quite disappointed in him.
Have you seen We Are Marshall, Nate?
I enjoyed watching We
Yeah,
Are
I
Marshall. That wasn't bad.
Yeah, I'm sure we can
And
find some movies that
I know.
that other
I'm just-
people.
I'm just giving you. I just giving you a little crap. That's all. That's all. Have you seen? Actually, you might. Actually, have you seen Miracle on Ice, Saleen?
Yes, I
Pretty
have.
sure you have.
Oh, of course.
Actually, yes, I
Yeah.
have.
That's good. Well,
Kurt Russell did a good job in that movie.
he did, yeah.
He even
I
got
like-
that
Wait a minute,
Minnesota
Vic.
accent.
Near the end of the movie.
He got that
Wait.
Minnesota accent really good.
Vic, wait a minute. You watched Miracle on Ice, but you didn't watch a Bruce Lee movie until we told you needed to.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
I'm disappointed in this younger generation.
Right.
Yeah, worse.
Right.
I'm sure.
That's not even my right. That's not even my favorite hockey movie. Either. Yeah.
Wait, what is your favorite Mary Hockey?
And it's like it's only this younger generation that tries to argue that Die Hard isn't the greatest Christmas movie ever.
Look,
But, I
I'm
mean,
sorry, but the Die Hard's not the greatest Christmas movie ever. I would go Scrooged.
Yeah, have any of y'all ever seen Goon?
Scrooge with Bill
No,
Murray
I've heard of it,
or
but I haven't seen it.
Lethal Weapon.
Was right, and the second one,
Lethal Weapon's number 2 on my list.
and then there was also a sequel to that one. There was Goon and Goon: Last of the Enforcer.
Yeah,
My favorite hockey movie of all time is Slapshot.
Slapshot. Yeah, is this Slapshot the monkey movie? No.
No.
There-
Slapshot was the first rated R movie I ever saw.
Wait, I'm thinking of MVP movies. It's basically you might I want to say laugh, but say what the hell is that about? MVP movie called
First Blood is the best Christmas movie. What?
Okay. Is it
And-
set during? Yeah.
the MVP movie is basically a hockey movie, but it's the first one is basically a chipmunk playing hockey, a little chipmunk
Is
with
it
freaking humans.
is it Alvin and the Chipmunks, or
Chipmunk.
they
Not
might have
chipmunk.
put hockey one of the-
Chimpanzee.
Alvin.
There you go. Sorry.
in one of the Alvin and the Chipmunk movies? Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a,
No, not chipmunk. It was a chimpanzee.
that's a Christmas movie. Yeah, the Alvin and the Chipmunk movie, with Ben Stiller. Yeah.
I'll correct. It's a chimpanzee. So, yeah, chimpanzee played hockey on ice. I don't know. It impressed me. It's an old movie though. It's like early 2000s movie.
Yeah.
That's not my favorite hockey movie though. My favorite hockey movie is probably Miracle on Ice or the Mighty Ducks movies.
Yeah.
Which is popular. You're gonna do the triple deke. Actually, if in your analysis, Celine, do you think in this day and age of hockey, you think the triple deke will work in shootout?
What?
What?
So I asked, in this day and age of hockey, like this generation of hockey, do you think the triple dig from the Mighty Ducks dig will work in a shootout in a hockey. That's what I'm asking.
As long as the puck is moving
You guys
forward, it doesn't matter.
As long as the puck is moving forward,
You don't know what a triple dig is, Vic? I mean,
No.
it's in the first Mighty Ducks movie.
Right? Does Saleen know what that is?
Oh my god!
I vaguely remember the move.
So basically, Charlie was on a shootout to win the game. He tried to do a triple dig, and he scored. And there you go.
Is Chess Hall still around?
Yeah.
No, as far as I know, Chess is
He's doing a wrestling show now. Yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
right.
him do a YouTube.
Wrestling.
I haven't seen a YouTube video out of Chess in a long time.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called.
He's cool dude. I never met him though, but I wish I met him in the first slot.
Yeah.
Chess is a good kid. He just, he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
I got no qualms about. I got nothing bad to say about Chess.
So you're basically neutral because, well, I wouldn't say neutral. Like, you know how the beef with Lou and Chess. Are you neutral on that, or just? I mean,
I don't think Lou and Chess can have all the beef they want with each other. It doesn't affect my life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're neutral, which you don't care. Oh,
you're right. What about
Here's a question: if they're both vegetarians, is it still beef?
That's true.
No, I guess in that case it would be eggplant.
Okay.
I don't know who's got beef with who anymore. I don't know who. I don't know what the arguments are between people going.
Obviously, you actually met a little bit, but a little bit of a rivalry for Slav War. This last.
why?
It was me. Does anyone know if Pigskin Pete is okay? I haven't seen him since he made that kind of sign-off video.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
He made a video that he's was so.
Yeah, you said that you want to take a break. Yeah, but he said that some demons had come back, is what he said in his video, and that he didn't want to destroy any of the relationships that he has.
I can't blame him for that. No, I've taken breaks on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, so I don't know if it has anything to do with. I know that that Pete and Lou did get into a little bit of a spat on a traveling fool. Yeah, I don't know.
Pete and Lou got into it.
Yeah, I don't know if that is any.
He started.
I don't want to, speculate.
Right.
I don't know about that, but Pete. If Pete had to go away for a little while to work on some shit, God bless him. I hope he fixes it and comes back. Damn shame.
How's that?
I try and avoid beefs with people, but sometimes it's inevitable, and you just deal with it and go on.
Do you want to see my hockey crib?
And then there's a beef with Law Tide and Slit.
Isn't that kind of an ongoing thing?
Yeah, about
I
Law
don't know.
wanting Slitter to pay
Oh, I thought you said Slim and Law Tide.
Slitter and Law Tide.
Oh, I thought you said okay. Never mind.
Yeah, Law Tide's like, where's where's my money? Yeah.
Where's my money? It's kind of like what that. It's kind of like what Lou said with Peanut. Where's my money, bitch?
I
Well,
only had one bet this year, and that was with Sea Dog. And the minute that I lost the bet, I paid up.
the heck was that?
Yeah, and then Slitter was saying that Law Tide never accepted the bet.
Oh, Celine, here's my hockey crib. Vicky don't. I mean, you've seen it before, so.
Is it where you have all the holes in the wall?
Yep. I actually might have more holes, but here's my hockey net.
You need to full screen Nate.
Oh, you don't have to if you want to.
Hang on a minute. And
Yeah, let me do this one. This way, yeah.
You just got to
That's my. I don't know what you call that. It's like a
there you go.
hockey. Here's the holes.
Jesus,
That's
Nate.
the hole right there.
wow.
Yeah, well,
if you were my
Like,
kid
I
and you
can't
did
help
that
it.
to my house, I'd beat the tar out of you.
well, hey, at least it's the basement because, yeah.
I don't give a shit. If you did that to my house, I'd beat you till you couldn't. I would beat you until you couldn't
I
grow
know.
anymore.
You
Yeah.
can't do that anymore. They'll call police and child protective services on your ass.
There you go.
Fine, then the Child Protective Services can take his dumb ass out of my house. Going
Yeah.
to Tucson,
Yeah,
how you
here's the
doing,
stick I
man?
like. Pretty cool.
Yeah, they'll take Nate away from you. Yeah.
What are you
I
going to
like
do
that.
now? Get another hole?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh boy.
I need to fix all those holes, Nate. Yeah.
You'd have to
Well-
re-drywall the whole basement at this point.
Actually, I found a simple way to fix a wall on this YouTube short. You just put a piece of paper and you just paint it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like a cheat code.
Yeah.
No, Nate, that's the exact opposite of fixing the wall.
Life hack. There you go.
Well, I mean, life hack, but
Yeah, life hack.
I call it cheat code. Life hack would just save things. So.
Yeah, life hack. Yeah.
You don't play slap shot in the basement, Jesus.
Yeah, that's kind of
Well,
when your car is making a noise. So just turn the radio up until you can't.
yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Here. Let me mute myself. Vic dropped out.
Vic does that sometimes.
Usually it's his phone. Ugh.
I can't find a spot.
He's playing hockey in the basement. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Nate should be Lou's new drywall guy. Yeah. I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that. Annual or semi-annual checkup. I gotta get my flu shot. Yay!
Hey, here's a great idea. I don't get the flu shot, and I don't get the flu.
That's a pretty good idea, man. Maybe I'll skip it this year.
Problem is, if you've had the flu shot, makes you more susceptible to getting it. So you've had it in years past, you may as well keep on getting it.
Hey, Floridian, how you doing, man? One of my watch guys is here. Everyone be nice.
You're gonna go get your Fauci ouchie too?
No, I'm not doing the Wuhan Red Death stuff anymore.
Yeah, no, you need your booster.
No, I
You
don't.
need your America virus booster.
No, I don't. Don't need it. Ain't gonna get it. I'm not risking a heart attack for a vaccine that doesn't work.
For a virus that was man-made.
Yeah, in China.
By an American company.
No, by a Chinese lab. Funded by an funded by a crooked American agency. Yes.
Funded because they weren't allowed to make it in America, so they went somewhere they were allowed to make it.
Yeah, like I said, funded by a crooked American organization.
Well, there are a bunch of them. Could you be a little more specific?
Well, I still think we should freeze all Chinese assets and distribute the money that's deposited in this country to the American people and cancel all the debt we have with China as payment for killing our economy and causing Joe Biden to be selected. But that's just me.
The problem with that is it's still an American virus. Where it was made is irrelevant. Where it was funded is important.
Where it was made is very relevant.
No, because it was funded by America. If America wasn't putting the money behind it, there would be no virus without being paid.
You're missing the point. The point is, I want to cripple the Chinese economy, and I finally figured out a way to do it.
You're not going to do that because America's responsible for where China's economy is now.
Yeah, but if we confiscate all their money
and start World War III, yeah, let's fucking do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that to Australia.
I don't think that's a completely terrible idea.
Yeah.
Why avoid something till next week when you can just go ahead and get it over with today?
Brian, who is Slits? Slits has lost any and all credibility it might have had left. Who's Slits? Or what is Slits? And Craven Moorhead has had 17 boosters, so he's better than all of us. Okay. And Jay Shipes was evidently working on his truck. So that makes him better than all of us.
See, I've got guys at work who are up to like their 9th fucking booster. And I'm just like, why? Fucking just why?
You know what I still see on a daily basis? People riding by themselves in a car with a mask on.
Yeah, I see that
to
too.
me just seems redundant, doesn't it?
Well, redundant isn't the word I would use. Stupid is the word I would use, but yeah, I see that. I see that occasionally. I want to knock on their window and have them roll it down. I say, "Hey, dummy, the pandemic is over.
Oh, it's not over. They're talking about fucking bringing back the mask mandates here.
Well,
There are places that have already started to bring it back here.
yeah, they're getting ready for the ramp up to the 24 election.
Well, it's coming up to Christmas, so they're going to roll it out so that it inconveniences as many people as they can.
Well, you got to do something to get ready for the 24 election in this country. Got to have
See,
planned
what I
version
think it
4.
was. No, see what I think it was. I think they were trying to get people off the rolls of Social Security, because you notice it targeted old people. Get a few 100,000 of these old fucks off of Social Security, and all of a sudden Social Security's not going bankrupt in 3 years.
Well, what they did here, and it's like I know it's a different economy and all that, is they basically made it a lot easier for everyone to be on unemployment, and then they fucking stopped the unemployment for them and all that shit, and then they saved a whole bucket load of money, and then they bloody the politicians gave themselves a pay increase.
Yeah, we tried that at work. We took a vote that we wanted a pay increase, and it didn't happen. Funny that. I mean, Scott, they basically did the same thing here. They paid, I mean, in some cases, they were paying people double in unemployment what they were making at work, and then got shocked when nobody wanted to go back to work.
Yeah, why would you? Yeah, why would you go back to work? Yeah.
Yeah, what that they did that here. They doubled unemployment till it was of a like of minimum wage. So people just went, you know what, I'm not working.
And what's minimum wage in Australia?
$20.75 an hour.
Ooh, nice. Well, that's a lot. Yeah, see, in the U.S. it's only $7.25. So.
which is a joke. Like
yeah, it is. Yeah, that's
minimum
a
wage
joke.
should be the minimum wage you need to survive.
Yeah, I think right now we're saying that it should be $15 an hour. But yeah.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you because, well, basically every economist worth of salt has already proven it. You want to make things better, do away with minimum wage laws.
What, Scott? What did you say the minimum was in Australia?
$20.75 an hour.
$20.75 in what? In what kind of money?
And
in Australian money, the only money that really counts.
Okay.
20.75 Australian is 13.84 in American.
Yeah, see, there you go. So we have to be making at least 13.84. Yeah.
No, we don't. They need to abolish minimum wage laws yesterday.
Okay.
No, what we need to do what the Belgians did and kill all the rich people.
There you go.
Damn.
Well, the only problem with that is there aren't any poor people employing anybody.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, you ride around here, and a lot of these minimum wage jobs are being replaced by automatic kiosks and self-checkout and shit like that.
There you go. Yep.
So, yeah, you can jack the minimum wage to $20 an hour if you want to. You're just going to eliminate all those jobs.
All you're going to do is the same thing minimum wage laws have ever accomplished, increase unemployment. That's the only thing they've ever done since their inception.
Okay.
I think that in Australia specifically, I don't know how the system works in America, but we have a tax-free threshold here, right? So you earn you have to earn over, I think it's $18,000 a year here before you start paying taxes.
Yeah, there's
Now,
something like that here too. Yeah.
if you want people to spend their own money and get the economy rolling, increase the tax-free threshold.
Well,
Government will get
here,
it back
hell,
in
you
tax
don't.
anyway.
I think it's probably somewhere equivalent, because I know here, if you make like $10,000 or under, you don't even have to report it to the IRS.
Yeah, there you go.
But if you want people to spend money, they have to have it in their account. You know, you can't be like our tax system's bullshit, because we pay income tax, sales tax, goods and services tax, and then you get to the state taxes.
Right. Well, we have all that. We have all those taxes too. So
It's bullshit. Like, if you're paying money on tax, if you're being taxed on money you've earned before you even get it, then paying taxes on the money you then have to spend it is also bullshit.
mm-hmm.
Well, somebody actually sat down, went through the tax code, and if you include the death tax in the U.S., they actually tax every dollar about 9 times.
Yeah, but see, in Australia, we have Section 54 of the Constitution, which states that the state governments cannot have a law that supersedes a federal government law, right? So
yeah, we have that. We have that here too. Yeah.
There's no law
Well,
specifically
no, Vic,
precluding a state from having an army. But because the federal government has an army, the states aren't allowed to have armies.
Yeah.
See, here the system
does. So that would mean that if like our fuel, right, our gas, we pay federal excise and we pay federal taxes and then state excises. So that should come under Section 54 of the Constitution, because an excise is still a tax. So Section 54 precludes states from having anything that the federal government has. So that would mean that states can't tax what the federal government taxes. But that's not how it works.
Well, see, it works the opposite here, because state law, states grant agency to the federal government here. So the states actually create the federal government. So in basically all cases here, state law supersedes federal law.
Yeah, yours is ask about Cactus to the way we work it. Vandy's saying the sales tax in Nashville is 9%. It's 17% here. We pay a 10% GST. Your income tax starts at 19%. So yeah, you're getting screwed, like absolutely screwed.
Yeah, but like state of Tennessee has a state sales tax, but there is no state income tax. As opposed to, say, Arkansas, which is a state that borders Tennessee right next to it. They have a state income tax and a 7.5% sales tax. Like, depending on the state you're talking about here, between, like, if you're talking, I think the worst two are like California and New York. Between state and federal income taxes alone, those people are paying like almost 60% of their income in taxes. It's over 50.
And people are still expected to live on that.
Somehow.
Now
that's higher end. Like somebody that makes 20 grand a year isn't paying that much.
So is the tax based on where you work or where you live?
both.
Both.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you live in Tennessee, you said had no income tax or sales tax.
Florida the same. No state income tax.
Okay, so if you lived in Florida but then flew out to a different state to work, would you then be at that different state for your taxing, or would you
Yeah,
would it be?
yeah, you
Yes.
would. You would
Yes.
pay
Yeah,
taxes
I-
by whatever
yeah.
state you live in. Yeah,
They call that a
Well,
per
well,
diem.
no, Vic, that's not true.
or whatever state
I
you
have,
work in.
I
Yeah.
when I was my last job working for an environmental company, doing cleanups and crap like that. I absolutely got W-2s from the states that we worked in that had a state income tax.
But only for the days you work there.
Yeah.
Yes, but only for the days I worked there.
There you go.
That sounds confusing as fuck. Just saying.
It
It
is.
really is.
And that's why we need in this country, we need a flat tax.
A flat tax would be amazing. Like if you, one of the either Sweden or Switzerland, one of them has a 25% GST. That's the only tax you pay.
Well, even if you look through the history of this country, when you have a lower effective tax rate, they've actually, every time they do that, they end up generating more revenue than when they jack the tax rates up high as hell.
Yeah, because you jack the tax rates up, people don't spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always say when you want less of an activity, tax it.
Yeah.
But listen, guys, I got to shut her down. I got to get out of here and go over there. So I gotta leave.
I think
Because
yes, Celine.
that's the way it works. Thank you, Slam.
To y'all.
Toodles. Jesus.
Yeah, I said toodles.
He said toodles. Yes, he did.
All right. See you all.
See you, Scott.
See you then.
Yeah.
Bye all.
And Vic, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Dane.
Always a pleasure, sir. Happy Hanukkah.
Oh yeah, happy Hanukkah. Yeah, and Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Although we'll talk before Christmas, of course. Anyway, I gotta go. Thank you all for being in here. If you haven't already clicked the thumbs up button, please do so on your way out. It does help. Millis, I'm sorry you're late, but glad you're here anyway. Want to wish everyone a happy Hanukkah, 7th night of 8 tonight. Next week will be the last live stream I do before Christmas. So I wish everyone a happy Christmas or Merry Christmas on that day. But for now, thank you all for stopping by. Y'all have a good rest of the evening, good rest of the week. Bowl season starts up on the 16th, so everyone enjoy that if you enjoy bad football, but bad college football is better than no college football. I'll see you around.